Well, hello again. Another video. This is in 2 or 3 parts. First one is on double headers. The second one will be on my latest tray, my class 57 I've just had, and also is on moving CVs and getting your trains working really as they should do. So first of all, we'll go to the double headers. Now really with double headers you basically really need 2 trains exactly the same. The motors have got to be the same and everything else. It makes sure that the cruise and the shunt speeds are exactly the same, CVs read the same, and it should be no problem at all. And as you notice, this one is really facing that way and that one is facing that way. Now the way to do that is if I come round here to here and show you how to do this. Up there, where it says 2 trains, you click onto that. And there's a list of all your trains. What you're going to do now is to go down and find the 2 trains, which is those 2 there. On the side here, just click on that and click on that, and those 2 are the 2 we're going to use. Now as you can see, they're both facing the same direction. Now direct rail is in reverse. Now to do that, you go to this picture of the train, click on it and note that that has changed now. Then all you do is click the green tick. I'll now put on the lights for both of them. They both come on. I think the other one hasn't come on. Just a second. Let's see what's on now. All right. Right, so that is the train there. Now the first train is a Scott, so that should be actually the train you run. Now what we'll do, we'll run it in shunt for starters, and then we'll run it in cruise. And there you are, look. There they are, look, running together. That is as easy as that. You know, I could put some coaches between, but I'm just showing this for demonstration, just how it actually works. So that's how they all run. And what I should do is I put that down to, as you notice, the speeds are both exactly the same. Push them down to shunt and they both go down to shunt. Push them up to cruise again. Well, there they are. And here they go again. So what I'll do now, that's how you do double headers in a way. So right, what we'll do, I'll just put them round the back here, so I need to take them off. Put them here. I'll turn the lights off on both of them, out the way. As you notice, it's flashing a green underneath the trains because that shows you're still in double heading mode. So to take it out of double heading mode, you go to there, you come back down to your 2 trains which are there. First of all is to put that one back to its normal position, so it's going the right way. Then also then is you click on both of them, that takes them both out, and that's as easy as that. They're done. Now what I'll have to do is you have to take these 2 trains off the system for now. If I can get them undone. That's it, isn't it? Just take them off out of the way. There we are. So right. Now the next one is take that off there. Then I'm going to put this back into my demo mode because I've got 3 trains in my demo mode for today. First of all, I'll click on my points up there, and I'm now going to take my new one, which is my class 87. And I'm going to bring it out and I'll show you what we can come to next in a second. And this is the train here coming out. Hopefully it'll come out without causing any problems. These coaches are a bit delicate at times. So right, and just knock the points back again. Right, now I'll bring it round to the front so you can actually see the train. Just there I'll do, and I'll put the lights on. Now this is in night mode, what actually happens is in day mode the centre one is not on. There's a little switch underneath to turn it to day and night. But this train is absolutely fabulous. I was up at Steve's shop, the Hobby Goblin, yesterday, which I do quite regular up there. Saw this train and fell totally in love with it. The detail on this is brilliant. Also, as if you actually just grab that and move it gently, there's a pantograph. And all you do then is push it back down again. So you can actually, it's got connections in there, so you can actually put a catenary wire on and it'll run off there as well. But as I say, the train itself is beautiful. The detail on the wheels, it is central motor driving both bogies. All the wheels have got contacts on, so it's a perfect, beautiful train to run over some of my points, which are Holmby, and I have no trouble with it. Now then, I've been doing some experimental work. I started off with my steam engines, which is that one, and I've got another one as well done. But what I've actually done, I've been changing the CBs round. The CB3, which is the acceleration, these are TTS trains, by the way. Now the thing is you can't go below 15, so it's slow on that part of it. But what I've actually done, I've increased the CB3 on all my 3 steam engines that I've got in TTS, and I moved it up to 40. Now this is what will happen in a second. But now I'm starting to do these as well, my diesels. I've done the same with this one as I've done with them. So what I'll do is I'll run this one round now. Now what happens is if you go from shunt to cruise on most trains, as soon as you hit the cruise, say it's 40 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour, that train will go off like a bullet. By changing that CV, this is what happens. This is now going to straight to cruise. I aren't touching anything, that is exactly as it is going to cruise. It's now building up to its speed. It's a beautiful train, this one, as I really fell in love with this one. I buy trains not for the era, anything. I buy trains for how they look and what attracts me, and that's what they are. So I've actually now dropped that down to shunt and then stop. I'll show you again from that. This is going now straight to cruise at 50 mile an hour. Here it comes. The detail on the top of this is absolutely fabulous. And that is by doing that. So if I just put it on stop, I'll have to go around a little bit more, I'm afraid. Just come. I'm just I want it out of the way for a minute. Drop it back down to shunt and just leave it up there for a second out of the way. Done. Right now, as regards the steam ones, I'll now run you the Gadwell. This is the Gadwell. Put the sound on. Now this is going to go straight to cruise. You can see there. Now watch. That's just changing the CV3 to 40. Come down here, I'll drop it back down to shunt. Enters again. So what I'll do now is I'll just do a quick run straight onto cruise again. So I'm touching nothing, this is just doing all the roads, going through the CVs, that's all. And I'll just drop it around in a second to shunt. Leave it at that. I'll turn that one off now. Now what I'm going to do, I'll show you what it also does as well, is if I go now to my Fowler, which is that one there, it does exactly the same again. I will go straight, I'll have to stop this because that will train's on the track, but that's going straight to 40 mile an hour. Stop it now because I don't want it in the way. And that is what I've been experimenting with. So you say I've got quite a lot of trains all around here. I've got a load up here still to do as well. So that is what I've been experimenting with. Now I have been busy the last few days. I'll just have to put this back to normal, which is that one there, right? And also need now at the moment, I need to change that into one track, and you do that by that one there. That one there. Just go down to there, put it into one, click it. I've now only got one lane. Now I need that for the fact is, what we're going to do now, I'll show you. I've just had a gentleman who sent me a track plan, and I've just put, it's got 30 sets of points, and I've just put in, I think it's something like 45 signals for in there as well. All works. What it does, it sends me the track plan, I put all the signals in like this, also making sure they all work correctly with the points and everything else. Sending back the track plan, he puts that directly into Railmaster, he clicks on his settings there, and he finds the one which I've actually put in. Usually this one's actually called Loft. It was Loft Main. It was called. I now made it Loft 1 Main. Now this is the one I've just done. What I actually do is actually put this down to, I have to put it down to 50, I think, to get this what I want. There. That is what I've just done. These two bits here are A and B there. They go over there into some roads over there. He's going to do that bit himself, but all the rest of it I've actually done. So if I just go back into the 100 mode, I'll show you what I mean by this. You have to remember that because this is now sitting on my computer, any point numbers I've got in here will actually come up and switch in my system. So what I do here, so what you've got here is, if you click this one, which is green there, if I now click that one, they change over. And what I've done also is that these here, if I just click onto these just to bring them up, because they're not coming up as such, just because I've changed the mode over. Right now, as you notice, that's green, that's red, that's green, that's red, that's red. But anything coming this way can't come this way because of that set of track there. So this one here is, if I'm going to take something out of that siding, all I have to do is click that one and they change over and back again. As the same with these two, like that, and they change over. So you can imagine from this how big this thing is. It took me about 6 hours to do it all, but it does work. He's got it all working. I'm quite happy with this one here. Also, we've got little arrows in here telling you which way the points are going. So that is the way, that is a double-headed signal. So in actual fact, if you come in this way, that is the left-hand one, that is the red one. So if you actually click it back again, like that, they change back again. So that is what I can do also. Anybody wants me to do this for them, I can do this, no problem at all. All you've got to do is send me your track plan and I will put the signalling system in. But all I need to know is which direction your tracks are running. That's all I need to do. And then I can do that. You send it back and you just stick it in, and then you switch that into your settings mode. So all I've got to do is go back there now, go back into my, right up here somewhere, there we are, there's mine, there. Click it back and I am back on my own system again. They're done. So if anybody wants me at any one time, I'm on 01782 300294. My email address is on this these YouTubes. You can contact me anytime you want. I'm usually always, at night I'm always here, after 6 o'clock I'm always at home, but today 3 days a week I work in the library. So don't be afraid to call me. Please subscribe and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.